Discover the best in local business news with a subscription to the IBJ and Inside Indiana Business. For a limited time, try us out for just $1 a week for 8 weeks. Claim this limited time offer now at ibj.com/trial offer.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on demand for Tuesday, May 26, 2026. I'm Gary Dick. The former Colgate-Palmolive manufacturing campus could soon become one of southern Indiana's largest redevelopment projects, bringing hotels, sports facilities, restaurants, and entertainment venues to Clarksville. Louisville-based Wayland Ventures plans to remodel the long-vacant industrial property into a mixed-use district called Clockworks. The project is expected to generate up to $500 million in investment over the next 2 decades, says Wayland Ventures' Barry Alberts.
Number one, anytime that there is a vacant or underutilized or urban fabric that is in danger of either deteriorating, being torn down, going into disrepair, that's something we feel very strongly about.
Former Purdue President Mitch Daniels is heading back to West Lafayette into a role as the university's interim leader on July 1. When current President Mung Chiang leaves to become president of Northwestern University. Purdue trustees approved Daniels' interim appointment during a Monday meeting when it also took the first steps to launching a national search for a new president. The group behind the Ernie Pyle WWII Museum in the Vermillion County town of Dana has launched a fundraising campaign for the further expansion of the Ernie Pyle and Veterans Memorial Park. The campaign, $250,000 for 250 years, was launched in observance of the 250th birthday of the United States and aims to support the $1.2 million park project. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio. Southwest Indiana is essential to elevating Indiana's future. Explore how IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the state of Indiana are bringing a bold vision for regional growth at Innovate Southwest Indiana, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. Join Governor Mike Braun and business and community leaders in Evansville for a conversation on growth, workforce development, and innovation. We'll be at Ridgeway University Center June 9th. RSVP now at ibj.com/innovate. Columbus-based Cummins must pay $23.3 million in damages to a California-based tech firm that had accused the manufacturer of stealing its trade secrets.
The case traces back to November 2023, when C3.ai filed suit against Cummins. C3 develops artificial intelligence-powered applications for clients such as Cummins. In its complaint, the company said Cummins had hired it in 2020 to develop an application that would reduce the fuel consumption of Cummins' diesel truck engines. Under the terms of the agreement, C3 alleged, Cummins agreed to pay licensing fees to use the C3 app, while C3 would retain its ownership of the intellectual property. According to C3's complaint, the parties agreed that the C3 application and project work would be hosted on Cummins' servers, which meant that Cummins had access to the application's source code. The agreement also specified that the product and the work were to be kept confidential and that reverse engineering of the product was prohibited. C3 alleged that Cummins secretly hired an India-based AI team to build a replica version of the C3 technology, then canceled the C3 contract. A jury returned its verdict May 19th. Cummins spokesperson Melinda Koski did not answer a specific question about whether Cummins plans to file an appeal, but said the company disagrees with the outcome of the case. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Hoosier motorists could continue getting a break on state gas taxes beyond early June after Governor Mike Braun last week said he could have the authority to extend his tax suspension under Indiana's energy emergency law. Braun said that he plans to revisit an extension in the days before the current suspension is scheduled to end June 7th. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.